check, mic check.
Happy Biggie Day.
Rest in peace, Big.
Remix. You wanna sit more on my living room floor, play Nintendo with Seasonino. Pick up my phone, say Papa not home. Sex all night, mad head in the moon. Spin my V, smoke all my weed. Tattoo on TT saying B.I.G. Now check it, you wanna be my man squeeze, baby? Don't you? You wanna give me what I need, baby? Won't you? Picture life as my wife. Just think.
Rest in peace, Big.
He's one of the greatest artists to ever touch a microphone. So we're gonna start off with Biggie. Bad Boy Records was really just iconic at that moment in the 1990s, like 93 to 99, or 93 to 01 to be honest. They actually never sold an album that didn't go gold. There was 2 albums that didn't go platinum in that entire 8-year span. That's crazy. And Biggie only put out 2 albums, but he cemented himself as one of the greatest rappers of all time in the span of 4 years. That's hard to do. And if he didn't die, it'd be a lot of different things going on in hip-hop. Like, for example, he was supposed to set up a hip-hop supergroup with Jay-Z, Puff, Mace, The Lox, Charlie Baltimore. It was supposed to be crazy. And he got killed and nothing got done. But he mentioned it a couple of times on a couple of different songs before he passed away. And his death led to a lot of different things going on in hip-hop. Like, when he got killed, Mace had to take over Bad Boy. And then with all the pressure of that going on, plus other deaths around him, he ended up retiring. So if Biggie doesn't die, you don't lose Mace. You don't lose Mace. You don't end up with the way Dipset happened. Like, hip-hop would be completely different in that era if Biggie didn't die.
A whole different sound. A lot of Puff's albums that recently came out, I feel like it would still be like a different sound. Like which were still good albums. I just felt like
ones? Because No Way Out was executive produced by Big and written by Mace pretty much.
Well, I think it was Triple M.
Oh, Triple M. Oh, okay. You're talking about the one
Yeah.
that came out in 2015.
Yeah,
Okay.
like after all that, like
Oh, you mean after everything that was recorded around him?
yeah,
being
yeah,
alive?
yeah. Like of course afterwards.
I mean, Last Train to Paris would be different too.
Yeah.
Everything that came out post 2001 would be different. So, yeah, Biggie he touched a lot of different aspects of music. It wasn't just what he was doing when he was here, because when he died, everything changed like instantly. Like Tupac died, and then things were still going. It was weird, and Biggie was still alive 6 months later. Once he was gone too, both coasts lost everything, and then it was like you have to start from ground zero. And that's where it was so much ambiguity in who was running music until Jay-Z entered his
I feel like it
prime.
hit New York harder though.
Yeah, it hit New York way harder because Snoop
Like,
Dogg was still alive on the West Coast.
Snoop, you still had Snoop, you still had Dre, you still had Cube, you still had Nate Dogg at the time, you know. You had just a lot of artists in the West,
They
but
were
it's like
superstars already.
yeah, and then with New York, it still had a lot of people, but not.
They weren't superstars though.
Yeah.
Like when Bad Boy Records was on top, nobody else was selling like them. Like Biggie's album went quadruple platinum. Ready to Die went quadruple platinum. Then Total came out in 1996 and went platinum. And then Puff topped the charts with Mace before Biggie died. That was number one. That was riding number one until Hypnotized came out. Then that was number one. Biggie's album comes out after he dies 2 weeks later. That album goes diamond. Then Puff's album comes out, sells 7 million. Mace's album comes out, goes quadruple platinum. Like, no one was selling like that in the East Coast. Nobody. And that's why there was so much beef going on between them and Death Row, because no one was selling like that.
It was unnecessary beef.
Oh, the media pushed that. And then the FBI. But then, you know, FBI killed Tupac, and then FBI killed Biggie. They broke, like, when you think about it, Death Row was black owned, kind of, sort of, because they were under Interscope, but it was a black, you know, powerhouse. Mm-hmm. Bad Boy was a black powerhouse. Now, if you revert back 20 years, you have the Black Panthers in Oakland and everything in the West Coast. You have the Black Panthers in Harlem or New York, where Tupac's mom was. COINTELPRO and everything broke that down from the inside out, and then the Black Panthers was gone. When you have hip-hop and then black people are rising up, making a whole lot of money and becoming powerful and successful, you got to break that down because you want to control it. And the same thing happened there. I have all the details for that, but I'll save that for later. That's just
like these labels that are around today. Well, it was still like corrupted labels back then, but it's like
it's worse now.
It's worse. It's way worse now because people aren't like looking into, you know, their business side of things with their music. They're just focused on the music.
They don't care what they sign.
Which is still, that's their job though. It's like they're supposed to be just focused on the music, you know. But it's like you can't be so in tune with your business side and be doing so good with your music at the same time. It's like one has to compromise, and like you kind of put your like yourself into the hands of the label. Like, I need you to like handle this, and just hope that you're doing right by me. You know, which isn't always true.
Anymore. You gotta have people in your corner.
Yeah, I feel like if back then like the two labels would like coexist. And it was just, and nobody died from no sides. It just like, I feel like a lot of these people that artists today will have like so much more money than, you know, like so
Tupac
much more money.
was supposed to leave Death Row because he fulfilled his contract negotiations, but
I'm the only one that hates that label, to be honest.
Huh?
I'm the only one that hates that label.
What, Death Row?
Yeah.
I mean, look at it like this, bro. Bad Boy's still here. No Limit is still here. Death Row is the only label from that era that really fell apart. So Def's still here. Death Row Records is the only label that fell apart and is gone now. Like, it's owned by somebody, but no one is signed to Death Row Records anymore. You know what I mean?
There's another label. I just can't think of it.
LaFace? That was in Atlanta.
No. During that time, I'm trying to think who else. There was other labels.
Death Row, Ruthless Records kind of fell off, but that's because Eazy got killed too. So
he was only one on Ruthless.
No, he wasn't
at the time. Like after like
Bone Thugs was on there.
Oh,
Bone Thugs was on there.
They was on there.
Because he found them and signed them before he died, and then their album came out after he died.
Yeah, I honestly forgot they were still on there.
And then I guess MC Ren and them technically were still on Ruthless. And since Dr. Dre's contract was so jacked up, he was technically still on Ruthless making Eazy-E money, and that's why he rapped about it. But these labels, they just... The way it's set up now, in the 90s, we ran a lot more things. Like, we were out there, like black-owned record labels, black this, black that, we're doing this, da-da-da, right? Biggie got killed. Tupac got killed, and then Puff is out there like, damn, I'm next. Mace is out there like, damn, I'm next. Snoop Dogg's like, damn, I'm next. So he goes to No Limit, and then Mace retires because Big L's walking through Harlem and gets shot in the face, and he's like, shit, I'm the next person who's about to die. Nas not out in the street like that. He not selling $4 million out the gate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Mace is 20 years old. You can't be 20 years old and you can go on quadruple platinum in like a year and a half. Like, he was only signed to Bad Boy for a year and a half when he already blew like that. He had 4 number 1 hits under his belt. Like, that's dangerous, because when you go back to your hometown, that's the least safe place that you at. We see that now with rappers. Like, they get robbed in their hometown, killed in their hometown. So imagine back then when it was still a whole lot of like gang shit going on. Like it was really, really bad. And the way the labels were tied up into gang activity, like both record labels, not just how Bad Boy had crip affiliations and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, that's when a lot of like the street stuff started leaking into like music industry. You know,
it was always there, but
it was always there, but it got a lot worse
because money got involved.
Yeah,
and when you have that much money involved, people are gonna try to, like, when it gets too real, people gotta leave, or they don't want to fool with that type of stuff because that's not what they're there for. And when everyone left and Puff is out there by himself and he has to like rebuild Bad Boy from the ground up, and then the 1999 thing happens when they go after him and Shine pops off in the club, then it's like, okay, I gotta fall back. And Bad Boy hasn't been the same since then. Like, he's still selling, but it's not the same. And it's looking like it's about to go back to the way it used to be, but
I don't think it's gonna go back to the way it used to be. But I think the new thing is going to be passed down to King Combs, and like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna go back to how it used to be as far as sound. Like the sound.
Yeah, but it's not.
I don't know if they're gonna sell as much as they used to.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be with the same people. It's just gonna be with a new generation, and know it's gonna be done correctly how it's.
Yeah, because I don't see any gang affiliation. Like, just based on what I know, there's not a lot of gang affiliation going on with what they do now. Yeah. If anything, it's just people from the last generation of Bad Boy records that are still hovering around the area. Like Mace was talking about A&R and him. He's not doing it, but that proves that he was in the building at some points. And Puff's not in the studio when his son's recording, but everything has to go through him. You know what I mean? He signed to Bad Boy when he turned 18, so Puff know everything that's going on. CYN is under Bad Boy, kinda, sorta. So,
Rap A Lot was the.
Oh yeah, Rap A Lot. They're still around.
They're still around. That was the label I was trying to think of earlier.
And that label has lasted for hella long.
Yeah. It did change a lot though, but of course, like, you know.
But Rap A Lot was never a record label that was in the spotlight like that. They were just consistent and did what they had to do, because Scarface been selling or making good albums his whole career.
I just miss Pimp C. I wasn't around during that time, of course, but once I like learned
and listened to
him, like,
he got killed too. It's so many rappers got killed for what they know.
He died from a drug overdose though.
Sure he did. If you find someone, okay, think about it like this. Say we said something about what we know about the music industry on this podcast, and then we found dead somewhere a week later. Mm-hmm. What you gonna think? Like, have you looked into the way Pimp C died?
He wasn't like...
He wasn't a drug addict like that.
No, he was.
No,
he was.
No, though. Bro. Look, did you see what Pimp C said before he died though?
No.
He was talking about a lot of things in the industry that he was going to talk about. Oh, it's a lot of people out here doing a lot of things that I'm finna speak about. I'm not finna say it on here because y'all go look it up. I'm not finna get killed behind this shit. So
go ahead and say it, bro.
Like,
go ahead and enlighten him on it.
For example, he was like, it's a lot of gay rappers, closet gay rappers, right? Mm-hmm. He didn't say nobody's name because he didn't get to, but he was explaining how ain't nothing wrong with y'all, but you can't be out here faking like you living this type of life and you out here doing this behind closed doors. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of fake stuff going on in the industry. Like, I guess that was his example for a whole bunch of other bullshit that's going on. And then he ends up dead. You know what I mean? Tupac is talking about how he's finna do ABC. Like, people know about Tupac, so I don't gotta really explain that much. Tupac's outspoken the way he is. Then he's killed. And the way that they killed Tupac and Biggie and made it seem like the East Coast, West Coast war, they had the media hyping that shit up for 3 years already. Or 2.5 years. Mm. And then when the media keeps pushing it and they keep saying, oh, he said this, oh, he said that,
but
oh, he said
like,
this, oh, he
Pac
said that.
was a more outspoken, like, person when it came to that type of, like,
the
when
FBI was looking at Tupac like anyway.
Yeah, but there's interviews after interviews of like Pac speaking like that. You know, there's the MTV interview. There's the one when he got locked up. You know, there's plenty of interviews of him.
Biggie to avoid him getting to that point.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of, like, you know, cases where Pac is like that outspoken, like in his music, in his interviews, Grammy Awards, like, you know, he's always been that. And like, for I don't know about Pimp C as much.
Pimp C wasn't
because,
doing it his whole career,
but he was
when
on,
he started.
like he was one of those artists that was on lean like early.
Yeah,
Like,
he was one of the artists because that was a Houston thing. That's just what they did.
yeah. So
But
I can
they
see
didn't
the drug
drink lean
overdose,
on the
like,
level of people that do that shit today. Like the way how drug addicts now, they wasn't doing it like that in 1995. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. If they was doing it like that in 1995, you'd be able to tell. Because we have family members that are older than us that have done drugs,
I don't know.
and you wouldn't be able to tell unless
like,
they told you.
Like I've seen like people talk about it. It's like I can see that happening. Like, yeah, like okay, for some people you can see happening too. Well, of course, like when it happened to Yams, I didn't expect it to happen, but I can see how that happened. You know?
Yeah,
it's
but
like
that's my point though. Pimp C was way older. He wasn't on it the way he used to be. Yams was on it on a whole nother level because he was young, and it was what? How many years ago?
I think
died?
Yams
2013
were
or 14.
Let me see.
What year did he die?
Oh,
But
he died
14, right?
Let me check.
Because in 2014, that's when all that drug addict rap stuff started getting real popular. And I'm not selling it, I'm taking it. You know what I mean?
2015.
Oh, 2015. Okay, it's been 4 years. So yeah, that's like the beginning of that whole drug addict rap era.
And he died at 26.
Yeah,
and
he was
I think
hella young.
let's see, Pimp C
was 39-ish, around there. He was late 30s, I think. Late 30s.
He's born in 1973 and died in like
2009.
Yeah.
No, he 2009.
33. So not that. Not
he was
that
33.
Much. Yeah, he was 33.
Are you serious?
He was
that young?
Yeah, he was 33 when he
shit,
died.
I thought he was older than that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, either way, he didn't die from. Well, he might have died from drugs, but that don't mean it's no foul play when you outspoken about something in the industry and then you die. That happens too much. There's no way that there's no kind of. There's no.
I don't know. Yeah, he was outspoken in a sense, but
I wish I had the clip to play because
I didn't know he was gonna get into Pimp C. But
yeah,
I
me
like
either.
Pimp C's like he's like one of my favorite rappers like ever. Like it's just I'm like like I was born in Texas, but I have like no memory like ever like
because you were really really young.
I was hella young. Like I don't have no memory of the music. I remember my mom used to play Pimp C though.
Right, it's like you were just hella young, then you moved to San Francisco.
Yeah, my mom
and that was it.
My mom doesn't even like rap. Like she
really?
doesn't like she just like she used to listen to it a lot. Like Pimp C, Bun B. She used to listen to.
So UGK
she's
was
from
everything.
there. Yeah, she used to listen to that old like chopped and screwed dirty South type of stuff. Like she used to listen to it. I used to like she'd play like one or two songs and she would stop playing it. Like as she got older, she just stopped playing all that stuff, and then she just started playing more gospel. But I used to like when I used to hear Pimp C, I was like, this is dope. Like I got into it myself and started listening to it, you know. And I realized he was from Texas and everything. I was like, well, he was from Houston, and I'm from Houston. I had like no memory of just listening to that. I was like, I'll just listen to it because it's dope. Like,
yeah,
he's like a dope rapper. And then like, that's when I started getting into Andre 3000 and everything, you know, and everything.
Southern hip hop as a whole, like you could talk about Southern hip hop.
I like old Southern hip hop.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking about now.
Yeah,
I'm talking about.
I'm not saying anything against
not
today.
Trash now, but I'm saying like anything from 2002 and back in the South, that was a whole different.
Because it's like
era.
Yeah, it's like during that time, like you had a lot of like, the big radio dance hits. Like I feel like every week there was a new dance song, you know. And back then,
they
like
didn't take us out serious either, so then they had to work their ass off.
Yeah, so for me to get some actual like, you know, good rap songs like I want to listen to, they were either coming from Houston, it's coming from Atlanta, or it was coming from LA, you know. But I was pretty much just like the three cities I was just owning it. Like,
you talking about from just rap?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nas came out in 94.
Well, I'm talking about like 2000, like
2000.
it was like I
the
didn't.
South ran the 2000s.
That's when I started getting on like Nelly, one of my favorite rappers ever. Bro, like Nelly.
We could talk about Nelly.
Like he don't like. I feel like he don't get enough like
he don't
like credit
story,
like for.
It's funny. Nobody knows this, but Mace found Nelly in 1999, and before he retired, he passed him on to the label that signed him.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So. Yeah, Nelly. He's one of the few rappers that's gone diamond.
Yeah.
Eminem's gone diamond. Pac has gone diamond. Big has gone diamond. Nelly has gone diamond. Beastie Boys has gone diamond. And I can't think of anybody else. But the fact that Nelly's on that list, and Nelly did it while he was in the era of the album that was dropping. You know what I mean? It didn't take another 15 years for it to go diamond. Like, he sold 10 million records and then that was it. And the closest I can remember of that was Puff selling 7, or when Ja Rule sold 8, but Ja Rule sold 8 worldwide, so it don't really count. And then Lauryn Hill sold 8 million in America.
Drake gonna be there too.
Huh?
Drake gonna be
Drake's
there too.
gone diamond. No, God's Plan just went diamond like this week.
No, I'm talking about album.
Album?
Yeah.
You think Drake's gonna go diamond?
Yeah.
When is Drake gonna go diamond? What album's gonna go diamond?
He will. Not now.
You
but
talking about
will.
the album's gonna go diamond later on?
Yeah, it will.
Oh, well, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Because he's getting all these streams. But I'm saying,
Guaranteed.
I'm talking about an artist that's gonna do it while he's in the era. Like Nelly did that
see,
in
like,
2002, 2003, and then it happened.
Like I don't. Like when I go on like billboards and stuff like that and check out charts, like it's like I've seen Take Care, like the stats for that.
Yeah,
and
it's
like
still charting.
And I seen like
crazy.
Nothing. I seen nothing. What was it called?
Nothing was the same.
Yeah, nothing was the same. I seen the stats for that. I was like, this is still charting. Like a lot of his stuff is still charting. A lot of stuff from Kendrick where he dropped is still charting. I'm
J.
like,
Cole's still charting.
I'm looking at all these stats. I'm like, okay, these stats are good and like they're like really like mind blowing. But it's like, how can I believe it? Like,
what do you mean?
Because like with a lot of the streaming numbers and stuff like that, it's so. It's not
like, are people really listening to this, or is someone out here
Well,
playing?
it's not that. It's just like I don't. It's like they'd be like, this person got like 1 billion some streams, 1 million some streams.
That shit.
I'm like,
I never believe that shit because they be having those numbers come out hella early.
Yeah,
it'll be like 2 weeks later, talk about 1 billion streams. I'm like, first of all, the album just came
it's
out.
Like, okay, yeah, it might got that many streams, but I'm like, the numbers, like the way they configure it is just, it seems off to me.
I don't understand. I want to look up and get to understand how streaming numbers, like they have it equivalent to one sale.
They won't put that out. They won't
no,
put that type
like I'm talking about the 1,500 to 1.
Oh, yeah, like
that's
yeah.
weird to me. Like if I stream a song 1,500 times, it equals I bought it once.
That's cutting the artist short.
It is. That's what I'm saying. Like I have to listen to a song 1,500 times for it to equal me buying it once. You think that would be like 10, 15. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, okay, you play it once, that's not really gonna count. But if 1,500 though, that's a big number, and that's screwing over the artist. He should have been with money.
Like a lot of these artists today should have been with Diamond, but it's just like these streaming is like messing it up and messing up their stats and stuff like that.
If it wasn't streaming and we had to still go buy albums, one thing I'm gonna say is a lot of artists wouldn't be out right now, and the artists that are big right now, like Kendrick, Cole, Drake, they would have been Diamond already.
Yeah,
Kendrick for sure. Like when say there was no streaming when Good Kid, Mad City came out. Everybody would have went and bought that anyway.
Yeah.
To Pimp a Butterfly, everybody would have bought that anyway.
A lot of people did though. Like
of course.
Like when
Kendrick went platinum purely anyway.
Yeah. Like I used to back when I used to actually buy CDs. Like the first one I got. Well, when I was listening to music, I was streaming early on. Like I was using Pandora.
Oh yeah.
And I was using Pandora. I was using
Spotify.
Yeah, I wasn't even using Spotify back then. It was just like. This is like before
you know, like Groove Shark and all that old stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I was like, this is I want to say like 2009, 2008.
When iTunes was still trash.
Yeah. like my first CD I ever bought was 2014 Forest Hill Drive. That was my first CD.
Your first CD that you ever purchased?
Because like any other time, like I never actually went out and bought CDs.
Like when you talk about a purchase when an album just came out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like I actually went to buy this. Like I went to Best Buy like the day it came out, and like I went to go buy the CD. I was like, I want this, and like I just bought it. I played it.
See, I had a funny story about that album. I heard that album a week early. I don't like.
See, it did leak, but I didn't listen to leaks.
That album, it was the same exact album.
It was, but I was like,
I found it.
I didn't want to listen to the leaks.
I didn't even find it as a leak. I forgot what I was doing that night, but I found it and I listened to it and I heard Wet Dreams. I said, that song is gonna blow up,
and it did.
And then I waited, and then a week later, everybody was like, "Oh shit, what is this?" I said,
"Yeah,
hey."
But it was so much fun, like listening to like actually going out and by the sea. Like when I first played it, I was like, "This is crazy." Like I played it, they just let it play throughout it, and I read the credits as it was playing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, that's a good experience.
Yeah, like I just kept buying CDs from there. I think the next one I bought was I bought Dark Sky Paradise by Big Sean. Like I bought that, and then I bought
That's his only good album as a collector.
No. I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you do Big Sean like that.
No, I'm talking about album. He has great mixtapes. I'm talking about as a collective project.
I'm not gonna let you do Big Sean like that.
Was okay. His last album was trash.
No, it wasn't.
If you can't go from DSP to that.
It wasn't.
He had good songs.
It wasn't
on there.
Trash though.
Compared
trash
to DSP,
is like,
it was.
Nah. I'm not gonna let you do Big Sean like that. That's his only good
album. I love
album.
Big Sean.
See, I didn't. The only album I hated was
the first one.
No. Was it the first one?
The one with ass.
No. I'll let that pass. It's something Fame. I forgot. Let me look that up.
That was the first album, I thought.
No. Or he might have like did some type of like remake of it.
But
like
Big Sean,
like,
bro, like there's Kendrick, Cole, Drake, right? That's the order I put him in. That's my opinion.
I don't see why people keep putting in that category. He's good, but
then everybody says, why is Big Sean not there? Because he's not making the projects to be put in that conversation.
Well, I'm not saying the projects wise, because like,
I mean, he's not even the same type of rapper. Drake's not the same type of rapper as Kendrick and Cole, so there's that too. But Big
Hall
Sean,
of Fame, that was it.
Hall of Fame, yeah, that's the first album.
I like Finally Famous. That was his first album.
Finally Famous was first. Oh, I'd be getting confused. See,
Finally Famous had
the way Big Sean's career went up at that in that era. I was confused about the album names, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Finally Famous was actually like I'm reading some of the track lists. Like it had
was that Marvin
My Last
Chardonnay was
with
on there?
Chris Brown. It had Marvin
that
Chardonnay.
Was my shit,
or Kanye and Roscoe Dash.
Yes.
It had let's see. It has High with Wiz Khalifa and Chitty Bang. I remember I used to listen to them all the time. I don't listen to them more though. It had Live This Life with him and Dream.
See, a lot of Big Sean songs don't age well either, or they haven't. The only album that I'll go back and I'll really listen to by Big Sean is DSP. That album was flawless, in my opinion. It wasn't like flawless, like perfect 10 out of 10, but that is a great album.
It is hella good. It is hella good.
For him to take 2 years off and then come back with what he came back with,
but
I was mad.
It was Double or Nothing. He did Double or Nothing, then he did
Double or Nothing was trash too.
Actually, it was after that. My bad.
Double or Nothing was garbage. Cash Doll had the best verse on the whole album.
Nah,
bro.
There was some solid songs on there.
Double or Nothing. It was some solid songs. Good.
Like it was Go Legend was solid with him and Travis.
It was alright.
Pull Up and Wreck with him and 21.
That was alright. The song with him and Cash Doll was good, but his lines was corny as hell.
The reason with him and
what
Sway
he
Lee?
does though. Sway Lee, well, you put Sway Lee on a track that's almost like a cheat code. So, like, think about it.
It works.
Name a track with Sway Lee on the hook and it's trash. You can't. So, but Big Sean, he could do, like, I know he could do better because DSP came out. So it's like he's supposed to be dropping an album this year. I want that album.
I think you got to go back and listen to it. I'm looking at the track list I decided it was pretty good.
I didn't say it wasn't. I didn't say it was bad. I'm saying if you compare it to what he had
done. You can't compare someone's albums to their peak.
Like, look at it. No, you can't say he peaked and then his next album was like not as good. That's like saying that's like when Kendrick dropped Good Kid, Mad City, right? If To Pimp a Butterfly came out and it wasn't nowhere near that level, you can't make an excuse for that.
I just
he
feel
came
like
out with Damn afterwards, and then
I feel like that's just unfair for the artist for you like saying like like, do you think Jay will ever put out a better album than all his classics?
You talking about the Reasonable Doubt or
Reasonable Doubt, Black Album, whatever.
No. But
that's unfair.
Jay-Z is not making an album on the level, like he's not doing that kind of. He's never dropped like that.
That's for any artist. I
but
don't
he's
see.
never. But you comparing Jay-Z to Big Sean right now.
Name. But I'm saying like name an artist. Well, Kanye used to compare him to Big. So, I mean, as a lyricist,
Big Sean is not a lyricist that I.
He's not.
Bro, I didn't say he couldn't rap. He's a lyricist. But if you look at how corny this nigga's lines are, bro. Even on DSP,
that'd be for like the reaches.
Drake is the king of corny ass lines.
That'd be
but this
for
nigga Big Sean,
but that'd be for the
he be
reaches.
saying anything.
Like he doesn't have to go for the reaches like that. Like,
but he does every single time. You can't name a time. Well, you can't name a time where he wasn't corny, but you can't name an album where he wasn't corny on at least 5 songs. Because you can't.
I decided.
What?
I decided in Dark Sky Paradise,
bro. Dark Sky Paradise had corny lines on it.
I decided it was a more like.
You know what Big Sean said on what song was it? Bounce Back. This nigga said, I hit it from the back, or I knew that ass was real when I hit it bounce back. That's corny as hell. However, it sound good. It's not trash. I didn't say it was trash. I'm saying I'm not looking at Big Sean as a top 5 lyricist of this era or nothing like that.
I mean, of course he's gonna have those type of records, but it's like as far as like his like take all his like actual lyrical songs and put them together. You got a project.
But he doesn't do that though.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like a lot of artists don't.
That's the point that I'm making. Kendrick does that. J. Cole does that.
He's trying to stream and like name some of his big songs. Like he had like sometimes you have to go out of that pocket just to
get your money.
Just to get your money. I mean, it's sad, but it's like in this game that you have to play now. You have to play along with it. That's why you play along with it or you sink. Damn near. That's what it seems like at times.
That's only a result of us losing what we losing the power of realizing we run this culture, because we did whatever the hell we wanted in the 90s and we was going platinum, triple platinum, quadruple platinum, 8 times platinum. You know what I mean? Like people like Gangstar and all that, they had classic albums that weren't popping because they weren't marketed as well. They didn't have a market team behind them. But when you think of Death Row and Bad Boy and all that type of stuff, there was lyrical content everywhere, and they were selling millions of records.
But see, okay, let me hit you with a point. So every artist is gonna like you're not gonna always hit the bullseye, no matter what. Of course not. You're not gonna always hit the bullseye. Big has had some cringe lines before.
Oh, Biggie not safe.
Yeah,
but it's Biggie Day, so I'm gonna give him a pass right now. But he said some reckless. No, I know what line you're talking about. That line is literally from a Richard Pryor skit.
I'm not gonna say
that line is from a Richard Pryor skit.
But it had me.
The fact that he said it is still wild as hell.
It is wild.
But yeah, he on Me and My Bitch. Y'all know what we talking about.
Yeah,
Biggie fans like I am a Bad Boy fan to the death of me. But that line is cringeworthy. I'm not gonna say that line out loud.
So I'm saying like you. Sometimes
but that's like one line in his whole career.
Yeah, but it's like some lines.
I mean, there's more than one, but it's like you're
not gonna always hit the bullseye. I mean, like I'm not counting Big Sean out just because of like certain lines.
I'm not counting him out either. All I'm saying is I know he can do better than what he's doing.
Yeah, he can. I just feel
and
like
then I put that on Def Jam
like,
as well because he's on Def Jam and Def Jam is fucking up.
He's on Def Jam and he's under Good Music still.
Yeah, but Def Jam runs a lot of his management.
Good Music hasn't been the same for a long time.
Good Music ain't been the same since what 2013. 13.
See, they were
because they were supposed to sign Migos. That didn't happen.
They were supposed to be back on track when the Champion song dropped.
Yeah, but then nothing came. Nothing followed. That album didn't come out.
It was supposed to.
It didn't. I ain't seen that album. They signed Tyga, and then all of a sudden he blew up, but he wasn't no Good Music no more. I don't know what Good Music is doing outside of the little run that they did.
Besides Pusha, I haven't heard nothing else from Good Music.
You told rap wise, yeah, because Push did his thing. Tiana's album was good, even though they didn't. They get just a lot
left.
Of samples
They just left Designer.
Yeah, they left Designer, which made no sense.
Shut your bitch ass up, bitch.
It's like you're selling. Yeah, he's selling a lot.
He
of
said
records.
He went diamond. I don't know the proof of that. I haven't looked it up.
some people might not like his rapping, but like as far as like putting them on hooks and like bridges and stuff like that, y'all can use designer for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I never understood like when you have someone signed to your label and you're not using him. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or when certain artists are on labels that
like why wasn't he part of the 7-track rollout?
Exactly. That's my point. That's the point I'm making.
I don't think it didn't have no features on his last album. I listened to it.
And Designer's last album?
Yeah. Like it didn't have no features from anyone.
Yeah, only features that Designer had were on remixes.
Yeah. I mean like the songs that follow that was before that, like Up was cool. Mm-hmm. Up was hella good. Outlet was hella fire. I feel like that's his best song today. Outlet's his best song today. Outlet, Up. He dropped another song before that, but it was not like the album when it came out.
He didn't get a push from his label, which I didn't understand. Like, if you have a #1 record in the country, and then there's no proof of you falling off anytime soon, how are you not being pushed for your next single?
But see, like, I don't.
You know what I mean?
I feel like that was the place for him, but it's like it wasn't consistent enough. And then if he was to go to another label, I don't see it happening any better for him. You know?
Yeah, that's true. But that's my point though. Like if he went #1, and then he didn't put out nothing for a minute, that's the label's fault. Because I know he has music. And then when he puts out, was it Timmy Turner? That blew. Then they remixed it with Kanye.
Timmy Turner was cool to me. I didn't like
it that much, but I'm saying like it was good. I like the one with him on it more than what like Kanye.
I didn't need the Kanye verse for that song in particular. It's like I like the freestyle.
Yeah, people like when he always did it for say like, I forgot who I was talking to. I think I was talking to my sister and she said she liked the Kanye version better, but I didn't need Kanye on there because I wanted to hear Designer by himself because everybody always said he needed Kanye.
Yeah, because I heard the freestyle. I was like, this is actually dope. I want to hear the full song. So I heard the full song. I was like, this is really cool. Like I like it. And I just hope that
you do that and you put Kanye on there and then it's good and everything's going
like
well.
His album before that was cool.
Where's the market push?
Yeah, his album before that was cool though. It was cool. Mm-hmm. It's a few songs. I wouldn't listen to the whole thing back to back, but it's a few songs on there.
Yeah, certain artists they don't make albums where you go listen to it in order. You just go back and keep picking through it.
Yeah. I don't know. He definitely needs to move to a different label if that's the case. If you're not getting the push from your label, but I just don't feel like
QC. They doing everything right now. Might as well.
They wouldn't take QC.
They wouldn't take QC is like QC. I don't even know how to describe the music because it's Migos, City Girls, Yachty. Who else on there? Gunna.
Gunna's not on QC though.
Gunna's on.
He's on YSL.
Oh yeah, YSL.
Gunna he's on Thug's label. There's. Of course, Migos. You said Migos already, right?
Yeah, Migos, City Girls, Yachty is all I can think of right now.
I believe Cardi is on Atlantic, but she's not on QC. But she's
Cardi's on Atlantic, but she's with Offset, so that's like she's a part of QC.
Damn near like because they push her album and push her singles or whatever. I feel like there was more people on QC. I just can't think of right now.
It's probably just young, like not younger, but like smaller names that we just can't think of. But those are the big names. I mean, add Designer wouldn't hurt nothing because the way he ain't putting nothing out. So if you put him on the label and then you just try something, you never know.
I don't know.
Signing somebody that's had a #1 record in the country is never a bad look, in my eyes. Unless it's been I don't feel like they would mess with him though,
just because of the whole Future thing. I don't think they would.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I don't think they would.
But Future is on a whole different label.
Yeah, but they just they tight like that down there.
That's true.
They just they just tight.
That's Atlanta sticks together. I know that's one thing that I could say.
Okay.
Ever really go against each other except for the whole Gucci Mane and
Gucci Mane and Walker?
No, not Gucci Mane and Walker.
I would say they cool now.
No, not Yeezy.
Oh, and T.I.?
Jeezy. Gucci Mane and Jeezy.
I would say that happened too. That's still happening actually.
Gucci Mane and T.I.?
Yeah.
They beefing?
You didn't know that? They've been beefing for hella long.
I ain't seen it. Because T.I. on his Black Power shit, and then Gucci Mane just out here doing whatever
it's his last interview. Remember when he first got out?
Oh, yeah.
And then he did an interview with Breakfast Club. Uh-huh. Yeah, he was like, I think it was Charlamagne or something like that. They asked, like, were you ever, like, talk to T.I. again? He was like, well, for what? Like, you know, what
happened with him and T.I.?
I don't know what the actual beef was.
Because I know about the Jeezy thing. That shit was crazy, but
I didn't even know about that. I just knew about T.I. and Gucci.
You don't know about Gucci?
Yeah. When this happened?
It's like, but it was before he went in jail. Somebody died. Like
Really?
somebody like Jeezy's man's died and Gucci rapped about it. Like shit was crazy.
Oh, that's never fixing.
Oh yeah, that shit. Yeah, it's done. I'm just saying like that's the only beef I knew about Gucci having besides the Waka Flocka thing. But yeah, like, one of Jeezy's dudes died and Gucci rapped about it.
Yeah, there was a
wild.
T.I. one, and that's still going on. They
I don't know what happened. I'm gonna look into that.
They just don't like each other.
Why?
I don't know. Because
the only Atlanta beef that I knew T.I. was going through, well, South beef was when he was beefing with Ludacris. That shit was crazy too. But
when T.I. was beefing with Ludacris?
Yeah, in the early 2000s.
I feel so uncultured.
You didn't know about that?
Hell no.
Damn, yeah. That
But see,
was
like, I don't know too many beefs. Like I didn't.
Yeah, beefs from. Yeah.
Like when I was listening to T.I., I was like, I'm just listening to T.I. Like I never heard no tracks or beef tracks. Like,
It wasn't like that. It was a lot of freestyles. Like he went and rap. He went to Rap City Basement.
I didn't start getting into freestyles and like that type of stuff until like I started watching like Hot 97 interviews and stuff like that, and started watching like when I started getting into that, then that's when I started like getting into it. But if anything, if I didn't really listen to like hear like diss tracks or freestyles, I was just like if I did, it was over actual battle rap. I used to like usually watch battle rap. Like there's like a few battle rappers I would just go back and forth and just keep listening to, like I actually listen to. But yeah.
Yeah, beefs, a lot of beefs in hip hop since I guess it's Biggie Day, so speak on it.
Yeah,
Biggie
I don't want to get into beefs like that.
Biggie, you don't want to?
Not really, because it's like
one of the reasons Biggie was, he got killed in LA and the FBI had something to do with it. But going to LA 6 months after Tupac died, and then freestyling your Long Kiss Goodnight verse was not a smart move. That, and it 2 days later, you go into a party, and the thing about Biggie dying after leaving that party, he wasn't even supposed to be at that party.
He wasn't.
He was supposed to go to London for the album promo, and he stayed to party with Puff.
His girl was telling him that, like, yeah. Why you out there? Like, come home. Like,
and you
should have listened to your girl. A lot of the times, your girl be right.
When Tupac got shot, what is her name? His girl at the time, Aaliyah's best friend. It was Aaliyah's best friend.
I don't know.
Quincy Jones' daughter.
Oh,
because he was dating her.
Yeah, he was.
They were engaged. Yeah, she told him where's bulletproof vest, and he said it's too hot for that. Boom.
Yeah.
He dies. So, if you got a girl that love you, listen to her. Yeah. So, yeah. It's also Bow Wow's birthday, and y'all been disrespecting him a lot recently, or I guess some of it he's done to himself. But since it's his birthday, I gotta let y'all know something. Just because that nigga has hits. He got hits. That man gave us Let Me Hold You. That man gave us Like Mike. That man gave us a lot. And you gotta think about it. He's not one of those
the Chris
artists.
Brown and Omarion tape.
Yep, there's a whole lot of stuff. He put Chris Brown on. He opened for Bow Wow in 2005.
No, not the Chris Brown and Omarion. I'm talking about the Bow Wow and Omarion tape.
Yeah, that was dope because Girlfriend was on it. That shit hard. But yeah, like Bow Wow, he came up rapping for Death Row.
Yeah,
y'all forgot. Like he was 5 years old rapping about killing niggas, and then he went back to being a regular kid, and then he got signed. He got transferred to So Def with Jermaine Dupri because Death Row was falling apart after Pac died and everything, and Snoop Dogg didn't want him to be a part of that because he was still trying to figure out where he was going, and he went to No Limit. He gave Jermaine Dupri Bow Wow, and then the rest was history. So he's been around everything. He was alive, like he was in the studio when Pac was alive rapping. Like y'all don't realize that Bow Wow has been through it all, and he's not one of those child stars that ended up on drugs or he coke addict or he dead at this age. He's 32 years old. Like that man is still young. He only 10 years older than me.
He does need help though.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
He needs a lot more guidance.
I do want people to.
But I watched the interview he did with Vlad, even though I don't fuck with Vlad. He did an interview with Vlad last year, or the year before last, and he talked about why he is the way he is. And when you come up in the industry young like that, he's 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was going to the club with Nelly and Jermaine Dupri, the strip club. You 13. That is not where you need to be with grown ass men. And that's why his mindset wasn't the same. You know what I mean? When he got with Ciara and then ended up cheating on her with a stripper, growing up in the strip club is not the best thing for you to be doing, because then you're gonna go do some dumb shit when you're in a relationship. I'm not excusing what he did, because that was trash and it was dumb. But Bow Wow does need help. I don't know what the situation is with the whole girlfriend thing, but I know he ain't hit her. Like,
Yeah,
I
know
seen
he
the
didn't
video.
hit her.
Like, you seen the video. He didn't hit her.
I'm just saying he needs help off the fact that, from what I heard from the Breakfast Club interview, I just know he needs help, and like he's been asking. I knew he needed
help when he was on Twitter talking about killing himself. That scared me.
Yeah, I did. Like that would scare me. Like that would hurt me if I just woke up and I seen that on my TL. If I seen that trending.
You don't, like, I know you understand, because your name is Calvin Cambridge on Twitter. So
forever be Calvin Cambridge.
You fuck with Bow Wow, and like I have a Calvin Cambridge jersey in my closet. Like, Bow Wow is was one of my favorite people when I was little, and he's still one of my favorite rapper
when I was younger.
And my favorite rappers never changed, but my favorite like person, I was like, oh, he's a kid like me, Bow Wow. When the Little Romeo, Little Bow Wow beef was going on, I was Bow Wow. Like, fuck y'all niggas, you know what I'm saying? But
fuck is Lil Romeo.
I mean, hey, it's Master P, son.
No,
but,
I'm not. No, Bow Wow. I won't Bow Wow.
But yeah, like Bow Wow is a hip hop legend. I don't want to hear.
I don't care. Give me Sprite.
That's hella funny.
Gonna bring me some damn Sierra Mist. I want Sprite.
But like, think about it. You gonna say somebody who grew up with Death Row Records, So Def Recordings, it went to Cash Money and didn't get his money taken, and is now under management with Bad Boy, which I found out yesterday. It's crazy. He's under management with Bad Boy while still being signed to Cash Money. And So Def, like, I don't even know how this man is doing this. Like, he's signed to 3 big major hip hop labels in 3 different areas, and he's still rich. And y'all say you're not a legend? For real? For real? Like, y'all need to put some respect on Bow Wow's name, man. I know he be saying stupid shit sometimes, but we all say stupid shit sometimes. Like, he grew up a child star. He ain't on drugs, so let's give him a pass, okay?
He just needs help.
Just for the one time.
He just needs help.
Everybody needs help. Everybody needs guidance. Everybody needs a strong team of people that actually care about them around them. So, next time I see some Bow Wow slander, I'm finna...
Shut up. Shut your bitch ass up, bitch.
Stop that. You know? So, yeah. Just Bow Wow's birthday. And I didn't even realize Bow Wow was born. And then 10 years later on Bow Wow's birthday, Biggie got killed. Like, it's a whole lot of... Like, March 9th is a very weird day. It's a whole lot of birthdays, a whole lot of albums that came out. Like, it's just a lot. Like, C Murder's album came out in 99, his sophomore album, and Free C Murder. But, like, March 9th is just a very ambiguous day. And we always talk about, it's Biggie Day, it's Biggie Day, it's Biggie Day. But a whole lot happened on March 9th in hip-hop that no one really talks about. And that's that. But let's get into some non-music related shit. Because I know y'all probably tired of talking about hip-hop or listening to me talk about hip-hop. So let's just talk about random stuff. How do you know when a girl is flirting with you?
I don't know that shit.
Why? Like, explain. Because I know.
I don't. Like, from previous people, like when I go out places, you know, stuff like that, I don't know how to tell. But like my boys be like, bruh, she wants you. I'm like, nah, bruh, nah, she just, like, I don't know how to tell at times. Like, I just be thinking,
you can't
like,
see when a girl's looking at you?
Okay, so like,
or looking or looking away. You know what I mean?
Bro, I really do not know. Like, this, I remember this girl I used to talk to, and I remember we used to work together.
Right.
And I'm at work, right? I used to work at Popeyes. Fuck Popeyes. I'm never going back there. But when I used to work there, I used to season the chicken in the back, right? I just be slapping my music, got my headphones in, seasoning the chicken, and doing my job. So one day, this new girl started working. I ain't never seen her. I used to go back and forth. Like when I used to work at school. I mean, when I used to go to school in Tennessee, I just come back, during the summer and work there.
Start working.
Yeah. So I guess she was working there while I was gone. But I came back
and she was there.
I was like, "You knew?" She's like, "Nah, I've been here." I was like, "Oh, whatever." So I'm seasoning the chicken, right? She come back there. She just staring at me, like from a distance, like say, like she's like 5 feet away, right? Just staring at me.
And you don't know what's going on.
I'm like,
you're clueless.
Bro, what the fuck is she staring at? She's staring in my soul, right?
That's literally what she's not going to say. Like,
but I'm like,
women don't say anything first.
But I look at her, I'm like, what? Like, what's up?
You root, see,
and then
that's where you messed up.
And then she was like, "Oh, nothing." I was like, "All right."
When a female starts saying, "Oh, nothing," text message, for example. If a female says something to you and you try to get clarification, she says, "Oh, nothing." Just know. Like that is when things are going. Like she's sitting there, like, you know what I'm saying?
But now she think I'm stupid. It's
exactly.
Like,
yeah. When you don't read the signs, she gonna be like, "Oh, this nigga."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, she probably think I'm gay or stupid. I'm not either one of those. So you got me fucked up. So I'm sitting there like, I tell her what, and then she walk away, right? And then I talk to my my homie that used to work there. I asked him, I'm like, "Hey, bro, did she just be staring for no reason? Like she had a staring problem?" She's like, "Yeah, she always be doing it. She be doing that to me." I was like, "Oh, so I'm tripping, right?"
So you think it is? It's just a universal thing she do.
Yeah. At this point, I think it's a universal thing she do. Turns out she went the homeboy too. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. But so I one day I just got tired of it because like that's my pet peeve. Don't stare at me. Like
right.
I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get real upset. Don't stare at me because I'm gonna think it's a problem. So she's still staring like day after day, right? I asked her, I was like, "What's up? Like, why are you always staring at me?" She was like, "Well, I think you would take the hint by now." I'm like, "What hint?"
Exactly.
I'm like, what is he talking about? She's like, "Well, I've been trying to talk to you for the past few days."
What it is.
I'm like, a simple hi can't work, you can't chop it up. And then this like, this ain't the first time this happened to me. I'm like, whenever someone like try to get my attention, like, or just like I can't tell if someone's flirting. That sounds stupid, but I can't tell. Like I can't flirt, and I can't tell if someone's flirting back with me.
You can't flirt, bro?
No.
So your mouthpiece on 0.
No, I just talk. Like I'm boring as hell. I just have a conversation. I'm just like I don't know how I'm cuffed today. That don't make sense to me. That don't make sense to me. Like
bro, I don't know how I'm not cuffed.
I
feel like, well, at this point, I'd be dodging it. I ain't even gonna lie, because like I see signs of buffoonery and bullshit going on, and I'm just like, I ain't got time for that shit. Like, I'll talk to you because you're a cool person, but you're probably friend zoned. You know what I mean? Like, not even friend zoned, but it's like, it's more of a, I know that this is not going to work long term as far as a relationship goes, and I'm not going to put myself through that and waste my time because I don't have time to waste.
True, but I mean, like, I was going through the same thing with who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody else about this, and I was like, bro, you just gotta take the chance to do it because like you never know. Like,
it's not about not taking the chance. You take the chance. You like, all right, cool, I'm gonna start talking to him, like talking.
Yeah. And
then you see the bullshit, and that's when you say, nah, like I talked to you about it like multiple times.
Yeah.
Like when you talk to a female, she start acting different, you like, nah, hell no. You know what I mean? Like you think, cause now I like you, you can start acting like you hella distant and all this other shit. Like, nah, I ain't got time for that. No man with common sense is gonna keep, like, if you get at a man and then he gives you the time of day and then all of a sudden they start acting different, we ain't gonna keep entertaining that shit. Because if we did it to y'all would be mad. But then y'all problem is y'all like fixing shit.
You about to get attacked.
Attack me.
You about to get attacked.
A woman cannot say, well, most women now that are our age probably got over that shit. But when we were a little bit younger, like probably 3-4 years ago, They like fixing shit, and some still haven't got out of that phase. Some niggas like it too.
Like, what you mean exactly? Like,
for example, it'll be a nigga that has cheated on his females, right? He'll have a girlfriend, he'll cheat with her, then they broke up. He will get with the
in your mentions right now.
He will get with the female, right?
Them Twitter fingers about to get reckless.
She will think he's going to be faithful to her because he's gonna love her because of whatever reasons, right? If a nigga is cheating, he's not going to give a fuck about who he's cheating on. I'm just telling y'all, cause y'all the same way. Y'all not gonna give a fuck if y'all cheating. Y'all cheating. Like, it's a universal thing. I'm not just talking shit about women, because niggas will do the same thing. Niggas will be out here thinking that a female that is a known hoe or whatever. I'm not calling females hoes. I'm just saying, like, for example, the female is one.
Yeah, make sure you explain yourself, though.
Yeah, because y'all be taking shit and running with it. In this example, the female is a hoe, right? Everybody has told this man that she is one. And he's like, nah, bruh, I got this. I'm a puller. He gets with the woman. And then she does hoe shit, and then he's mad. No, bruh, you signed up for that, and you know you signed up for that.
Are you talking about what age bracket are we talking about?
We talking about from 18 to 21.
See,
I'm not counting high school because high school doesn't count.
No, I'm not counting either. But I'm like, for a certain age,
after a certain age, that doesn't really matter anymore because everybody then out here doing something. But
well, I'm saying to me, like for a lot of people don't even have this mindset. I'm just like, if I'm in a relationship with someone, I don't care like about dudes in the past and nothing like that.
Dudes
like,
in the past don't matter unless
I'm like
talking to them.
Yeah, like I'm
stupid.
Like,
I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
Me and you like during the, like while we together, then I'm fine. Like I don't really care about dudes in the past. Like you ain't talking to them.
Yeah, that's my point. If I'm talking about females that's still talking to them.
Yeah, but I'm saying like for like certain age groups. Well, just for like our age group in general, I feel like a lot of people should not be committed. I can't speak for everyone. Like I'm committed. I'm being biased as hell and being a hypocrite, but I feel like a lot of people shouldn't be like committed because they're just like. They're at a certain age. I feel like where they just like a lot of stuff isn't real. The maturity level isn't there, or a lot of stuff isn't real. Like some people, it's like, oh, that's my man or whatnot. This and that. Like, nah, like that's not really your man. They're just like together for you. It's just in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not really feeling like love or nothing like that. It's
y'all
like
fucking, and then you fell in love with that.
Exactly. Like. Mm-hmm. So I feel like a lot of people shouldn't even be committed at this age. It's just like everyone's just like going through like different phases and like stuff like that. I'm like, you shouldn't even be like, some people shouldn't be in relationships. Like y'all should just be dating, like not like committed dating, but just everyone just dating and like
everyone's just cool.
Pretty much. It's like everyone get their feelings hurt and stuff like that,
People get their feelings hurt when they don't express the feelings that they have, and then they just assume that person's on the same level as them.
Yeah.
And then they're mad. Like you didn't even communicate. Lack of communication is the reason why most relationships go to shit. Because if you're not telling somebody what's on your mind, then no one's gonna know it.
No one can read minds.
Exactly. Now, women, hear that again. Nobody can read minds. When we ask you some shit,
ask you what the fuck is wrong, then tell me what's wrong.
Tell us what's wrong. Don't okay. This is the perfect example.
See, now you dragging me into this shit. I don't want my mentions filled up.
No, you in this shit too, because every man is going through this.
Right.
Female that you're dealing with romantically is upset. You ask her what's wrong. She says nothing. You know that something's wrong, so you ask her again. You try to push the issue. She blows you off, and you're like, all right, fine, cool. Within the next 24 hours, she gonna tell you what's wrong, but she gonna go off on you like you ain't gave a shit about nothing.
See, I don't have to deal with this no more. I check my girl for it.
See, I don't even, because I don't be dating these bitches. I'm like, oh, you want to do this shit? I don't gotta talk to your ass no more. Like, I don't have time for that. Like, the way my life is, I don't have time for bullshit like that at all. Like once or twice, okay, but once that shit looks like it's a pattern, I'm not gonna keep entertaining that. That's a bunch of negativity I don't need in my life. But yeah, checking the girl for it. That's clear.
Yeah, I let it. It's like I'm not gonna get upset. It's like I'm gonna tell it one time.
Yeah,
and then it's like, okay, after that, if it keeps going on, then yeah, we're gonna deal with it from there. But I'm gonna just say it one time, and we're gonna fix it, and it fixed from there. Like, tell me what's wrong. Like, don't.
My philosophy on that is, if I ask you what's wrong, you don't tell me. It ain't that fucking serious. It clearly ain't that serious to you. So when you try to bring that shit up again, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, like I gave chances. I'm like, okay, just communication needs to be the most important thing.
Exactly. And you can't say communication is that important to you if you do not express or communicate what you feeling. You can't, because then you're a hypocrite of your own ideologies.
I want to get back to the flirting thing, just because my girl be getting upset
because you don't know.
I don't be peeping it.
But see, okay, if she's telling you how females are flirting,
but see, like, there's a thin line between flirting and just being polite.
You talking about when you're at the store and the cashier girl is like being nice or whatever?
Yeah, like if I go like to In Shape or something like that. Like I remember I went to In Shape and I wanted a Gatorade, right?
Right.
But they didn't take Apple Pay. And I left my card at home. I'm not bringing my wallet to the gym. So I go there. I go to the register, and I'm like, I don't have this thing. Can I just add it onto my account, right? She's like, oh, you can't charge your account. I was like, damn, I really want a Gatorade. She was like, oh, I'll just add it onto mine. I was like, oh, that's cool, fine. She added on, and I told my girl about it. Gets upset.
That wasn't even anything. That doesn't sound okay.
But
I could see why she's mad, because that might have been her like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this because I like how he looked or whatever. But if you didn't act on anything or entertain any type of flirting,
no, I didn't.
Exactly.
I said thank you and I walked away.
Yeah, exactly. If you say thank you, you keep pushing, like you just used like the situation just happened and that's it.
Yeah.
Then her being upset is valid, but you didn't do anything, so being upset with you doesn't make sense in my eyes.
Like, she wasn't like really mad, but she was just
like, oh, for real?
Like, yeah, because like I used to be like, when I go to places like when I used to go to Popeyes and stuff like that, or just when I go out places, sometimes I run into people, right?
Mm-hmm. People that you know.
Yeah, and sometimes I get a discount, and then she'd be like, why you getting a discount from her? Blah blah, right? Or I remember I was at the skating ring and I almost fell, but I fell. Like, I almost fell because someone like ran into me, right? This girl like bumped into me, and like I stopped her from falling, but she also stopped me from falling, and then I just kept on skating, right? She looked at me crazy, and she was like, "What the fuck?" Like,
yeah, but you almost fell on skates.
Yeah,
that's different.
and like
that don't even. You have to if you're flirting
with
the skating
she
rink,
looked
you're
at me
gonna
like,
fall on purpose and then
Yeah.
try to help somebody. You're not gonna accidentally be falling and try not to bust your ass. Like
she looked at me like
you did something wrong.
Yeah, like, why you grab her? Like
I'm not trying to fall.
Yeah.
Like, what you mean? Yeah, that's weird. But females flirting usually doesn't involve them talking directly to you or saying anything crazy. They'll dance around it. Until you even when you ask them directly, like, oh, say it. They'll be like, nah, I ain't gonna say that. Ha ha ha. I'm gonna just.
See, I stopped doing that a long time ago.
Oh yeah, me too. That's stupid shit.
I'm like,
we are adults.
Yeah.
If you got something on your mind, say it. If you don't want to say it, that's your fault. It's your fault. It's your problem.
I stopped dealing with that.
And if I stop fooling with you and you don't see that I don't fool with you no more, why do you keep hitting me up in this manner? You know what I mean? Like, some of the things that females do, if men did it, it would all hell break loose. And when they do it, all hell breaks loose, rightfully so. But some of y'all be harassing niggas.
What you mean? What you mean?
I'm gonna give a very, very specific example. Okay.
Tread lightly.
Okay, so like that's a perfect example. Talk about one of my exes. Now,
tread lighter.
Man, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Ain't nobody gonna know what I'm talking about. So, you break up with somebody. You were friends previously. You break up with them, right? And when you were friends, you didn't have their phone number. That is a very important detail. Then you don't contact your exes or whatever. I don't contact none of my exes. So I'm not contacting this woman, and then I get my text messages blown up, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. What's going on? And she's over here like, oh, I miss my friend. Da, da, da. I ain't said nothing to this woman, nothing about this woman, none of that. And she blowing up my phone, harassing me about how she want to keep contacting me. No, when we were friends, I didn't have your number. Leave it that way. Keep it that way. Like, no. If you trying to get back in my life after we break up, that's not happening. It's not happening. No. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't deal with nobody that I officially dated anymore after we officially dated. I can't do it. Because I already know, like, we broke up for a reason. I don't entertain my past at all. You know what I mean? Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if I see you in public and you say hi, I say hi. That's as far as it goes.
Understandable.
So, because, like, when dudes do that, like, dudes be tripping. Like, I got friends that, oh, I'm going to hit this girl up. Oh, I'm going to hit up my ex, da, da, da. Why are you bothering her? Let her live her life. Especially if you was in the wrong. Like, if a dude in the wrong and you trying to bother this woman, leave her alone. And vice versa. If the man ain't do nothing and you dogged him out and you trying to hit him up, leave him alone. Let him live his life. You know what I mean?
Because niggas be hurt.
Huh?
Niggas be hurt.
Bro, we be hurting more than women do most of the time. Women talk about it. We don't. That's why we be hurting worse. And you feel me? If we talk about it, then we get clowned or whatever. But that's just life. That just is what it is. So we got to take it different ways and say different things or talk about things differently than they do. So that's just how it be. And as far as the flirting thing, you just got to watch their eyes. I could say that.
I still won't know.
Like,
I only know when they spell it out for me.
It's not hard to see when a woman's flirting with you because
I don't know.
You just gotta watch their eyes. Really,
see,
if it's in person, just watch their eyes.
See, to be honest, like, yeah, I'm asking about, but like, I don't like if they are. I'm like whatever. Like, I'm like,
you just don't care.
Yeah, I'm just so like, I don't know. I'm always been this way. Like, I'm just so like nonchalant, like emotionless in a sense, like to.
Well, especially after you cuff.
Well, I'm not I'm not emotional. Let me not say that. No, I'm not emotionless. I come off that way. Like, you know, just like sometimes like it's like I like feel like some people think I just don't care. Like, well, sometimes it'd be like that, but it's like a lot of times it don't be like that. If someone just like trying to, I don't really care if someone's trying to flirt with me out in public, like,
because you're not entertaining it.
Yeah, I'm not entertaining it, and sometimes I'm like, don't know what you're talking about, like, yeah, like I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I just can't recall situations where it happens. I'm just like, so like someone had to point it out to me, like, bro, she was really trying to get at you, like.
And then you're like, damn, that's crazy.
I was like, oh, for real? That's crazy. I thought she was just talking. I wasn't really hearing much of what she was saying.
I mean, it be like that sometimes.
Yeah. It just got, you gotta spell it out for me.
Now, in regards to you not knowing how to flirt, how? Like, I need an explanation on how that works.
I'm trash.
But I don't get it, though, because you got a whole girlfriend. Like,
I do.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how? How? You don't know how to flirt, but you pulled a whole girl? Like, how? What happened? Like, how'd that happen?
You don't know what's crazy? I hung up on her before. Like, when we first started talking.
Are you serious?
Like, first conversation, like, on phone, FaceTime, I hung up.
What happened? Like, you were angry and hung up? Or
No, I just hung up on her. Like,
while she was talking?
I didn't know it was her. Like, she called me one day.
And you hung up?
I hung up. Okay, let me explain. Let me add some context.
This sounds so bad.
It does, but let me add some context. It's can't talk, but it's out of context. That's why. Okay. So we were talking for a minute, right?
Right.
And we was talking for a minute on Snapchat, and I remember we were talking for like a few weeks, and she left me on red one day, right? Let me just start off by saying, if you leave me on red, if you don't, I'm not double texting. I'm not
Don't let
I'm
me
not.
get into that.
Yeah,
but
I'm
go
not.
ahead. I don't do that.
No,
that shit.
if you leave me on red, if you show me,
If I ask you a question and you leave me on, or if it's something that you should be answering and I'm left on red, you tripping.
like I'm not gonna sit there and continue entertaining you. Like,
Cause you're not entertaining me.
yeah,
The energy got to match.
like I'm not gonna continue just like texting you and like, oh, hit you back the next morning. I'm like, no, I'm like, whatever,
out.
drop you. All right, so I stopped talking to her completely. Then a few weeks later, my brother hit me up like, bro, you should start talking to her again. I'm like, she left me on red, so I'm not doing that. Right?
She left you on red once, and then you did that.
Yeah, I just
Once. Okay, yeah.
No, I don't.
Your tolerance is on zero.
No,
bro.
I was like, I'm not playing with that. So I just stopped talking to her. I completely stopped talking to her. And then he was like, bro, just talk to her again. I'm like, no, like, no, solid no. And then he was like, all right. So one day he was with her, and the way I met her is because his girlfriend is her friend. So that's how I met her. They mutual friends. So I remember they was all together one day, right? She picked up the phone. No, my brother called me, but she picked up the phone. And then when I saw her face, I was like, dude.
You didn't know her.
I didn't. No, I did know her.
But you seen her face and hung up?
I seen her face.
And hung up.
I hung up. I know it was her, but I hung up.
Damn.
Because like I didn't.
You thought he was trying to push the issue or something?
Like I didn't know what was going on, so I just hung up.
You just didn't want to be involved in that.
Well, at first I thought his phone got took. Like I thought his phone got stolen at first. That was my first reaction. And then I realized it was her. I was like, nah, hung up.
Wow.
And then she called back. Oh, no, my brother texted me like, bro, why you hang up? I'm like, bro, I don't know. I thought your phone got stolen, to be honest. So after that, I don't know how we started talking again, but basically he was like, bro, just start talking again. I was like, all right, so we start talking again, right? He started talking, chopping it up, everything going good.
So this is regular conversation.
Regular conversation.
You're not calling her beautiful.
I'm not.
None of that.
No, bro.
You don't know how to do that?
I know how to compliment. A compliment is easy.
That's the flirting. That's flirting.
But it's like I'm trash at it.
You don't know how to. You don't know how to slide the word gorgeous in a sentence.
I'd be like, no.
You don't know how to slide.
No,
you don't know how to
like
swipe up and say a girl fine. Or, you don't know how to do. You don't know how to do
because I
that.
feel like it's too corny.
That's corny to you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like I feel like
you gotta say it right. Anything you can make anything sound good if you say it the right way.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I just.
As long as the girl is actually
nice.
interested
That's
in
it.
what you're saying. Like,
I'm
not
just
saying swipe
I
up
don't
and say
know.
random
I'm
shit
just
to bitches. Don't
hella
do that,
dry
please.
at times. Like
I mean,
I'm not a dry texter, but it's just like there's ain't no sauce to it. I'm just like
you just be saying it. And
that's it. Like, bro, I ain't adding no
you
seasoning.
gotta put some flavor on what you saying.
No,
bro.
it's like white people chicken. Like that's
your poor game is like white people chicken.
It is. It's like white people turkey, bro. Like it be dry and unseasoned.
That's wild.
It tastes like water. It's
That's
like
wild.
I'm so serious.
That's wild.
Like I don't know how I got her today. Like I ask her every day.
How?
Like, yeah.
Why do you like me? What's going on here?
I literally ask her, like, why you with me?
Like, are you joking right now?
Like let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Why you with me? Shit, I don't know.
Wow.
I can't answer that.
That's crazy.
We just started talking after that, and it's been good. I can't flirt.
So how'd you ask her out if you can't flirt? Like, that doesn't even make sense.
How do I ask her out?
My girlfriend, or it just
it
just dragged on so long. You were like, yeah, this is my girlfriend.
I asked her. I actually asked her, but she was like, she wanted to wait until we got in person to do so. I just I asked her over text, which was stupid. I was just like, whatever. I was up late.
I mean,
just
if you
text
ain't
her.
there, you just want to get the question out the way.
Yeah,
you gotta ask it.
Yeah, she was just like, I'll wait till I get there, and then I was like, all right, cool. But we gradually just start talking more. Like I always bring it up today. I was like, you left me on red, so I stopped talking to you. And she was, and then her excuse is that it didn't save in the Snapchat chat. But I was like, you could have hit me up the next morning or something.
Like you could have said, "Hey,
yeah, you ain't saying nothing for weeks." So I was like, yeah, I'm not flying with that excuse. That excuse is not it.
Yeah, like that's one thing I'm glad that read receipts are out, because in case y'all ignorant people didn't know, when you turn them off and read the message and leave us undelivered and then turn your read receipts back on, we see that you read it 3 days ago.
But
okay?
For me, if I see it,
we see that.
Yeah. If I know that, nigga, I guess not. Everybody's on their phones.
Exactly. Oh, I don't be texting. So I don't be texting. Yeah, I don't be on my phone. You're bullshitting. If you are 18 to 21, 22, 23, there is no way that your phone is not on you 24/7. The only way that you're not texting somebody or dealing with somebody like that, unless you at work and you can't text or whatever, that's different. But if you're just out, the only way that's happening is if your phone dies. And people got chargers. So there's no, and if you fool with somebody, you gonna make time to talk to somebody. So that's not an excuse. You can't say, oh, I'm a dry texter, but then if we out together, you're on your phone. That shit pisses me off.
If I can't have a conversation with you, outside of text, I'm just I'm not going.
Or if I never seen where they be texting and be a whole lot of talking, but then you get on the phone and they don't say nothing to you. It's like, what?
Shut your bitch ass up, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know. People be weird, man.
Even if you don't have your read receipts on, I'm gonna give you a day, minimum, a full day.
If you don't text me back for 24 hours.
If you don't text me back and I'm just I'm not talking no more.
Yeah, with read receipts, if I see you read something, you got an hour.
Yeah, if I ask you a question and you don't respond, I get the I'm not no if I had to hit you with that, I ain't never talking to you again on everything. I'm not talking to you nah, leave me alone.
When I get left on red, I just be I talk to too many people, not females like that. I have too many people that I conversate with to be hurt that you ain't want to talk to me. Cause it's if you ain't talking to me in text messaging and you watching all my stories, you on your fucking phone.
Yeah.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Doesn't come on, bruh. No one's stupid. It's a social media era. You cannot sit here at this point. Maybe in 2012 you get away with that shit because stuff was still primitive. But now there's no way you're gonna sit here and tell me, oh yeah.
I'm if you really don't want to talk,
tell me.
I don't care.
Don't give me your number if you're not going to text me.
Not even that. If you really don't want to talk, just tell me. I ain't gonna be hurt.
What you mean for that day? Oh, I'm just busy right now.
No. Just in general. If you just don't want to talk, I'm okay, just tell me. I feel like females just be so I don't. They be so passive about it. I don't want to tell them. They just try to drop a whole bunch of hints. They just leave you on red and being dry. I'm but I would rather deal with that shit no more.
When I ask you for your number, than get your number and you never text me back.
Yeah, I don't gotta deal with that shit no more. But I'm before when I used to happen, I'm I used to just stop talking. As simple as that.
Yeah.
But I'm you can tell me.
What's crazy is how females' energy switch up when they realize that you're interested in them and then they stop doing all the things that they did or whatever. And then you and then you stop talking to them and you start getting dry and then all of a sudden they want to just run around like a chicken with their head off.
But I'm a hypocrite. I can't speak no more. They're gonna come after me.
Why?
But they don't even know the story, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. So I remember this girl, right? Back in high school. Straight hurt, right?
The girl was?
Yes.
Tragic.
I'm not gonna say her name because I'm not gonna put her out like that. But some of my friends know, right. And she was not it. She was hurt, but actually this is two.
You gave her the number?
No, okay. Remember back in the days, this was
you talking about Kick.
Kick. This is back during that
Kick
time,
was
right?
An era, man.
This was during that time, right? So this girl, right? She used to really be on me, and I did not like this girl at all. I don't remember how I started talking to her. I guess it was during back in high school,
He was in a Kick group chat and she hit you up.
Nah,
directly.
She started talking to me in person. So it was, I never met this girl. I did meet her, but I don't remember how I met her. I remember it was during the dance recital. And we had practice and stuff like that, and we used to But it wasn't even during practice. It was actually during like the actual like concert. So like we sitting in the cafeteria chilling, right? And I'm outside. I'm just chopping it up with someone. I forgot who I was talking to. I'm talking to somebody else, and then she come out of nowhere and just like hop in our conversation, right? And all of a sudden, like it's three of us talking. I'm like, I really didn't invite you in as a conversation, but now we talking. So I guess I'm just being me. This went back to the point where I said I don't know if someone flirting. She was flirting with me the whole time, and I did not get it. I did not get it. Bad. I'm just being me. I'm chopping it up. I'm cracking jokes. I'm like, I'm not even being.
So you entertain her like she your friend, and she like,
but I'm not even entertaining her. I'm just being me.
Yeah, you just chilling like it's your friend.
Yeah, I'm just being me.
And she out here.
But I'm not even talking at her. I'm talking to my whoever.
Oh, this is an in-person thing.
Yeah, this was in person.
Okay.
Like I'm sitting there just like chilling, right? So I don't know how, but I think she got my number. I don't know how she got it, but she got my number, right? And she knew where I lived, and like, yeah, she knew.
So she was stalking you.
Yeah, she saw me. I used to walk home, so she saw me walking home.
Wow. That's what I was talking about. If men did that, I mean, when men do it, it's a big old problem. Women do it, it's cute, and it's a Lifetime movie. No,
I'm messed up though. Like, I'm messed up.
What'd you do?
Okay, so she got my number and everything, right? But I stopped texting her, so she started texting me on Kick, and like I didn't want her texting me anymore. I didn't know how to tell her though, because her mom was a teacher there too. I was like, bro, if I get her class, like it's gonna be over for me. So I'm trying to be as nice as possible, right?
Yeah.
And so she texted me on Kick. She was like, hey, this is blah blah, right? And I was like, yeah. And I put a prompt saying, this Kick is unavailable. Please contact 1-800-KICK.com. Something, right? Some type of prompt. I was like, 1-800-KICK or email this kick.com at something, right? And then she was like, hello? I put it again. I copied and pasted like 5 times. She kept talking to the prompt. And she was like, oh, I guess your Kick is messed up. I'll talk to you tomorrow at school. And I was like, this is unavailable. Please contact kick.com immediately. So she see me next day, and she's like,
this was you the whole time, bro.
Bro,
you are
like,
out of line.
But I didn't know how to tell her like nicely, right?
I mean, that's a great strategy, but the fact that she kept texting,
but she kept seeing me at school though.
Yeah, so you like,
and then she was like, "What's wrong with your Kick?" I was like, "I don't know, it's crazy." She said, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, I've been trying to hang out." I was like, "Yeah, that's crazy. I got homework. I got hella homework." And then she was like, "Well, we can do homework together."
I'm say they gonna come for me. Oh well,
bruh. Like I was just doing her. I was just doing her hella dirty.
Women so bold.
I was doing her so. Wait, huh?
Why are unattractive women so bold once they realize that a man is not attracted to them?
But see, I should have just said it. I just been like, but I was like,
I have an example.
I'm a hypocrite. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a hypocrite.
A female was trying to get at me, and she was, and I just okay. You know how when you're nice to somebody because like, oh, they need help on campus or whatever. Nothing romantic, nothing like none of that. She started talking about some, oh, come to my dorm, all this other. Nah.
See, that's kind of I don't know.
No, I'm talking about bold. And I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing that. And then she, oh, why? Because I'm not. Like, I'm not finna just be like, you ugly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming over there because you ugly. I'm not going to do that because that's a dick move. Then I'm an asshole and then I'm a misogynist. Like, all this other bullshit happen behind it. But
females do that. It's all good and fine and dandy, right?
That's my point. Oh, that nigga ugly. We just got to sit there and take it.
It sure do.
Like, we have to sit there and be like, oh, yeah, I'm the ugly nigga. All right. We call a female ugly. All hell break loose. And everybody, this is what we got to deal with. So I'm sitting here like, okay, this ugly female has been contacting me for 3 months. I'm not going to block this person because then I have to see them on campus. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm like, you know what? to shut this woman up, I'm gonna hang out with her and not do anything, right? Then it got to the point where I'm sitting here like, okay, this woman really got me bent. She hanging out with me like she my girl or something. I'm on my phone. She gonna snatch the phone out of my hand, bro. Imagine you hanging out with a female who you're not even attracted to, and she takes your phone. Bro, I was livid. And it's in public, so I can't blow up, going the hell off. I gotta figure out a way to get my phone back without her thinking I'm flirting with her. So I'm like, okay.
It's like you playing with her, playing along, and she might take it like...
Exactly. I'm not playing. I'm like, give me my damn phone. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like, females be playing. I don't get it. So the dynamics that they do, or the dynamics of what they
niggas be doing it too, though. We can't.
No, I'm saying what they do is confusing to me. I'm not saying what we do is any weirder. I just don't do it, so I can't speak for that because I don't do it. Mm-hmm. Like, if I don't fuck with you, you gon' know. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Either by me not, like, when I text people, I text in complete sentences, or if not complete sentences, I text how I talk, right? Mm-hmm. If I'm giving you one word answers, either I am tired, or you piss me off, or you know what I mean? Like, I text how I talk. So when I'm not talking that much, I'm not fooling with you, or I'm tired. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's not even a hint at this point. If you know me and I'm texting you like that, that's not a hint. That's like a fact. That's there. It's the truth. It is what it is. And take it how you want to take it. But that don't mean keep going. You know what I mean?
You gotta spell it out for him.
Spelling it out is saying no multiple times, and
I'm just is that like I'm not there no more. I'm glad I ain't there no more, but
I hate it. This is hell. This is hell.
I don't know.
It's crazy out here, man. The game is sick. You'll talk to a female, and you'll think everything's sweet, and all of a sudden she'll want to be a stripper and think you're gonna be cool with it. It's wild out here in these streets.
See, I've had that happen to me.
I'm speaking from personal experience too.
Yeah,
it's not a game out here.
I don't know.
And I'm not dissing anyone who strips, so don't take that the wrong way.
No, mine's was worse.
All I'm saying,
but I'm not going deep there.
I'm not even saying that. I'm saying, okay, ladies, a man you talking to, right? Say a man you talking to, everything great, and all of a sudden he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have my dick out every night.
Ain't nothing wrong getting your money out there.
Huh?
Ain't nothing wrong getting your money. Shout out to the strippers out there.
Shout out to the strippers. But I'm saying, for a romantic relationship with someone that you want to yourself, if ladies talking to a man and he goes, oh yeah, I'm finna have my dick out every night and get this money, but I love you and it's just a job. Are you really gonna fool with that? Or are you gonna be like,
some might.
Yeah, huh?
Some might. But
I'm saying the majority is not going to be fooling with that. So when it's a reverse role and it's a man and a woman, she's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna strip and take all my clothes off and all that. As a man, you respect your woman too much. It's not about her being a stripper or whatever. You respect the woman that you want to be with too much to where you even want her in that type of atmosphere. Because if, as a man, you're not even gonna want your woman to be flirted with by other dudes, but you know that's gonna happen. And that pisses you off. What makes you think you gonna want her stripping? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you got to think about that. Ladies, if you get mad if a woman look at your man a certain way, there's no way in hell you going to want him to be a male stripper. Or
wait, huh?
You know when you haven't even with a woman where a girl look at you a certain way, she get mad.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I thought you said something else.
No, I'm saying, like, if women get mad at that, there's no way they're going to not get mad at you doing something reckless like being a stripper or something extreme, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you can't, like, the game crazy. It's men out there who date y'all. More power to them.
Yeah, I thought you said something else. I was about to say big pause, bro.
Huh?
I thought you said something else. I was about to say big pause.
No. No. We're not even
big pause.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Yo.
No, I'm talking about men who date strippers. More power to y'all.
Okay.
I just can't do it. If I'm with a woman, I respect her too much to even have her, like, that's mine. You know what I'm saying? It's not about nobody in the past or whatever, but when she mine, she mine. You know, I'm not putting her up on the internet with her ass out. Like, none of that's happening when I'm with a woman. You feel me? So that's just where I'm at. Just, you know, the game's sick. it's sick. And we will be back next week. Or we'll be back tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
So, what's your sleeper picks? Or pick, I should say. Because I got one.
Let's see. I got one too.
It's his Bow Wow's birthday, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna let you go ahead first.
And I'm gonna roll with let me see. I'm gonna go with Take You Home.
Oh, before we get to that, I wanna say, well, I didn't get no submissions from last week, but any Bay Area artists out there, go ahead and submit it to me in my DMs, and I'll play it up on the podcast. I just really want to support the Bay. This is what we're doing it for. Just go ahead and submit it online, and then onto my Twitter. If I mess with it, I'll play it, and support it.
Yep.
But yeah.
Also, March 11th, Kai Cash, 7 a.m. That's coming soon. I'm a CYN affiliate now, so I got y'all.
Yeah, we got a lot more plans coming soon for with us and just for the Bay in general.
Yeah,
Can't disclose it now, but we got some stuff coming. Just stay tuned to it. A lot of stuff in the future for just the Bay and just all Bay creators out there. That's we're gonna do something for y'all.
Trust me, y'all gonna know. All right, yeah, I'm gonna play Bow Wow, Take You Home. What you got?
I'm gonna go with Nia.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Positions. Fairly new artist, but I'm slapping her this song just back to back. But yeah, we gonna update y'all next time.
All right, talk to y'all later.
Out.
Drop top, better not be late. I know you think I'm somewhere, cause I'm not there. But you're really on my mind all day. Got you so involved, it was late work. Pulling up with the white one, right word. No matter who you're with, I'ma be first. Meet me at the coast. Roll one, let's get high. I'm guaranteed to make everybody bounce with me. Been on the rip it down any place I be. You can copy, but it's only gonna be one me. I don't ride no car till the man come rim it. 14, I done started up a whole epidemic. Look, you know what I'm talking about. Ever since I hooked up with the homie down south. TV shows, magazine covers, girls in groups saying we go with each other. Sold out shows, pocket full of cake. What you know about selling Trace Mill out the gate? I'm the hottest thing around. Neck full of bling bling like the Neptune sound. I got it locked from the left, right, front, and rear. When I step up in the spot, this is all I hear.
You just don't know the way you move so fast across the floor. I mean, you run through my mind like all the time to the point that I just wanna take you home. I said, little bow wow, you just don't know the way you move so fast across the floor. I mean, you run through my mind like all the time to the point that I just wanna take you home.
Represent that. 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 Right now when I'm all where I'm gonna be, how I flow, homie, you can bet the house on me. I'ma forever be up under the scope. I ain't tryna go out like Ty Bridges off different strokes. I was born to rock, born to rhyme. What you looking at is something that's before they time. Like the number 2, 3 in the red and black. Mr. 106 and Park is back. Holla, I do it like no other. And attract more family than Ringling Brothers. I got them scattered, covered, smothered like hash browns. See, I'm the best, just ask around. I'm here now, and ain't nobody taking mine. It's a waste of time, even thinking you can. You better off getting a shirt, making a sign that reads Shot Moss, I'm your number one fan.
I said, little bow